It is truly the end of an era here at NBC5 tonight and in Chicago broadcasting. Warner Saunders, who has been at this station for nearly 3 decades, is retiring.
Warner has meant so much to so many. Whether you grew up watching him or made him part of your daily routine, Warner's warmth and his sincerity have gotten us through good times and tough times. Tonight, we've dug through our dusty shelves and tried our best to capture this amazing anchorman. Tonight, a tribute to Warner and his work.
From everyday people to powerful politicians, from the streets of Chicago to Washington, South Africa, even Cuba.
I'm Warner Saunders in Johannesburg.
You have welcomed Warner into your home each night, and each time he told your stories in a way only a true neighbor can, with honesty, heart, and a perspective that is truly Chicago.
A live look at the scene, of course, of the Obama election party in Grant Park, a historic night in Chicago.
Warner is homegrown Chicago, born at Cook County Hospital January 30th, 1935, the only son of Gus and Georgia Saunders, a Pullman porter and a maid, parents who taught Warner the meaning of hard work. Warner attended Corpus Christi High School at 46th and King Drive, earning a basketball and track scholarship at Xavier University in New Orleans. Teamwork and hard work would be a constant in Warner's life. His first job, teaching school on the West Side by day and driving a CTA bus by night. He would use his gift of connecting with people to do community work at the Better Boys Foundation. And in giving back to the community, he received his break in television.
Dr. King was assassinated, and the community that I worked in is called Lawndale, and it went up in flames. They needed to recruit people from the community and see if they couldn't dust us off and clean us up and maybe make something out of us.
By sharing the real stories of his neighborhood in crisis, Warner found his calling. He would go on to work at WBBM, hosting Common Ground, that soon became a late-night happening. His guest list amazing, from politicians to actors, many before they became household names. And staying true to helping neighborhood kids find a better way, Warner hosted the Good Gang Express. Who could forget the orange bus and all those adventures?
Hi, I'm Warner Saunders, and boy, that jump was really exciting for me.
But his athletic side would not be denied. Warner was lured over to Channel 5 in 1980, and while he started out covering news, he soon moved into sports, and his timing, perfect.
You need a little bit of that.
He would see his beloved White Sox win big, Michael Jordan come to town, and the Bears become Super Bowl champs.
This is just something to behold, and I'm glad that I'm a part of it.
Having done it all in sports, he went back to news, anchoring, reporting, living history. Warner's journey has also had mountains to climb. He would be diagnosed with cancer, but like a pro athlete, he beat it head on. And like a teacher, shared the lessons learned.
I just thought about cancer as something somebody else got. Now I know, because I'm walking in the oncology department, and I'm the one taking chemo.
His cancer fight, also a calling, propelling Warner to do great work for Gilda's Club, the American Cancer Society, and JDRF. Warner's life's work speaks for itself. 20 Emmys and countless national awards. His passion for diversity, a theme throughout.
What Unit 5 tried to do was to simply present some situations in black and white, stand back, and watch the results.
Warner Saunders, a Chicago neighbor, now a Chicago treasure.
When I think of the city, I picture all the great Chicago monuments. Soldier Field, the Sears Tower, the Art Institute, and of course, Warner Saunders.
Warner Saunders.
It's too much to take.
You are a dear friend,
Honest
our
to goodness it
colleague,
is.
our mentor. You made the news better, you made us better, and we have so much gratitude. Thank you so much for everything.
You're so welcome, but I'm still dealing with the euphoria of the whole thing on Saturday night.
That was a
When
beautiful night.
President Obama told this 47th Street guy, you know, I'm glad that you're retiring, and I'm proud of you. I never thought that would ever happen to me. But you know, what happens is that sometimes the universe has its way of equalizing things. I got a hip replacement a few months ago, and it was going to be pretty routine. Well, it didn't turn out to be so routine, and a lot of bad things happened. So that's why I wasn't here to be with you until the end. But the universe tells you something, and it keeps you balanced, and that's what I'm happy about.
Well, everybody knows you. Everybody loves you. Everybody's been asking where you have been, but I know this is a lot to take in. Any thoughts you'd like to share with the viewers tonight?
Well, I think the first and most important thing is to say to the viewers, I'm just in awe that you have allowed me to come into your home for all of these years. We bring some pretty nasty news from time to time, and I'm just glad that you all didn't kill the messenger. There have been so many emails and cards and phone calls from you. It has literally been overwhelming. One of the good things about this kind of business is when you hear from people who you work with and you're trying to connect with are concerned about you, it's overwhelming. Now, I'm not going to cry, but I'm close to tears tonight.
And I know your NBC family is gathering around you, and I know everyone has been wishing you well all evening, but we're going to miss you like crazy around here.
Well, especially you. I mean, you were just a little kid when you came here from Pine City, Minnesota. And I remember a night, one day I took you out. I had a buddy that ran a high school of thugs on the west side, and I couldn't get any reporters to go with me to talk about television. And you were standing there, and I said, come on, kid, get in the car with me. You didn't even know what was going on. So I took you over there, and these kids are like blackboard jungle. And there they were, you know, looking at you. Well, I was trying to say something to them, and they let the girl talk. And so you started talking. And in 2 minutes, you had their attention. And in 5 minutes, you had their heart. And I said to myself when I came back, I said, we got something special here. We got a different kind of person, and it certainly has proven me right. The one thing you know, I'm a good judge of talent, and you're just full of it.
You are too kind.
No crying now.
I know.
No crying.
I'm sorry. I've been trying to do, we Aquarians.
That's right.
I've been trying to do that before all of
Brant
this.
Miller's an Aquarian, but he doesn't cry.
But Warner, it has been truly my honor and pleasure to sit next to you each and every night. And I know we've talked about this, but we truly do share a brain.
Yeah, we do.
And I thank you for that. For
well,
your
the guy on the other side of you,
I know, Mr. Bob Surratt.
He's been sitting in, and I want to thank him, and of course Dick Johnson and Rob Stafford for sitting in for me. I know how difficult it is when one person is missing, and you got to take the time and go back and forth and do things that you don't often want to do.
Well, your partner makes it easy, Warner. And I want to know.
He's trained us well. He really has trained us well.
Over the years, the most personally rewarding job you ever had, on the air or off the air?
The most personally rewarding job.
Rewarding
job. I think I did an interview once with Governor Wallace from Alabama, and I was totally expecting this snarling, angry man. He had already been shot, and we sat and talked for about an hour, and we had dinner later on, and it showed me that people can become something different in their life. This man was truly sorry for what he did to this nation, and we shook hands and embraced each other at the end of the dinner. And I said to myself, here I am sitting with Governor George Wallace, a person that I thought was the devil incarnate, but he turned out to be a very good man. And we corresponded with each other for several years after that, until he passed away.
Well, you were always able to bring out the best in everybody. That says a lot about you. And if there were a Mount Rushmore of Chicago faces, you'd be up there.
Oh, I'm sure. If only turned around. Did you notice that? Did you notice that I had hair and all the rest of that at that time? Yeah.
And what happened there?
Huh? What happened?
Yeah.
It's going to happen to you.
And on that note, as we all say goodbye to Warner, we want to let you know that there is so much more to this man's career and his contributions to our community, and that's why we invite you to join us for a special on Warner Saunders on Sunday. It is Sunday morning, 7:30. It's Never Give Up, a tribute to Warner Saunders. We'll also replay it for you Memorial Day Monday at 4:30.
And I got a shout out to my producers. All of you guys have done such a wonderful time. My directors, everybody at this station. I truly do love you.
And we
It's
love
been
you
our
too,
pleasure.